Yeah, I'm here. Whoa there, buddy. You don't need to get all uppity with me. Tell me, hey, I gotta stream and be an entertainer. There's no entertainment here. You will not be entertained. Definitive fact. Tell me right now, to my face, that I'm entertaining. You can't. Anyway, look at this neat thing I found. I was just kind of dicking around because I was just waiting. I've been here for like 10 minutes. There is a thing that explicitly tells us what rank we are with each magic. I mean, yeah, it shows us our next magic level. Neat. But it tells us what rank we are. That's so cool. Because look at this. We can see, hey, Ika's green rank is 5, which is really impressive. Fina's silver is also 5, which is the part I want everyone to focus on. She just learned Ryzalem. I think just learned it. Either way, that would tell me Ryzalem is at least rank 5. She's at rank 3. He's at rank 3. And so is he. I'm gonna hope that Ryzalem is at rank 4. But I'm not. I'm not getting my hopes up, Weevil! Anyway, hi, how's it going, Weevil? I was kind of dicking around and look at all the neat things I found. We got equipment. We got... Look at all these neat things that I wish more games had. Just a very comprehensive... This is what everything has equipped as an accessory. This is what everyone has for armor and a weapon. This is, like, the ship's stats, too, I guess. But this is their hit chance, their dodge chance, their speed. All of their stats directly compared to one another. It's like, look at how cool, like, their XP values, and then, you know, there's, like, and then you can go into them and see more detailed stuff, like, oh, hey, here's their max HP, here's how much spirit they generate per turn, here's the max spirit that this character in particular can contain, and directly compare and contrast, like, Vice is the main character, Coon, and so he gets one more in just everything, because he's the best, except for Enrique, who apparently also generates 3 spirit per turn. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that. Despite the fact that, you know, Enrique is notable higher level than the rest of them. Anyway, all of that fun gushing aside, I just now thought of something, Weevil. Do you want me to keep using, what's it called? Do you want me to keep using Prophecy? Because you can saw, I mean, yeah, it was super cool, and it instantly killed almost every enemy we fought against, but should I stop using it? Because it seems almost too good. It skips the enemy's turn. It does a stupid, just an absolutely bananas amount of damage. And I think then on top of that, it also, like, ignores defense. Like, that did nearly true damage. That has done about 4,000, 5,000 damage every single time. It's fine to use if you say so, man. I just don't want it to be like okay, welcome to the next difficult fight, and there's Prophecy, and we're good. I just don't want people to get bored, you know what I'm saying? I don't want this game to boil down to Lollifant! Yo, man, where you been? We were wondering where you were. How you doing, man? I know I'm probably putting on a tone that makes it sound like I'm being a bit more sarcastic, but hey, man, welcome back. It's nice to see you again. Time for... Hi, Lollifant! Lollifant, you missed a lot, dude. This game's so cool. You missed so much. Look at my ship. Drachma's dead, dude. Spoilers. And read the Prince of Valua is in my party member. Is in my party. It's so... I have a new ship, and there's so much has happened, Lollifant. We were just... I have a crew now. Look at how many other party members wait, I can't see that there. How do I see, like, party? Look how many party members we have. Pow is in the party, dude. Look at him. And we have, like, Pinta. We have Lawrence. We have Kazim. You don't even know who that is. We have the fucking Domingo. We got Marco. All of them. I was telling you guys, so much has been missed. Where you been, man? You've had a good time doing other things? You got a story to tell. You got things to see, sights to see, sights to say, people to talk. I'm running out of material here. Anyway, here's Esperanza. This is where we're going. Also, yeah, I can go through these wind things now. Where else can I go? You can see how much of the world I've seen. I mean, obviously you've been playing Epic Battle Fantasy. I mean, of course. But the question becomes, why were you not here while doing that? That's what I thought. You just weren't contributing to society very much. It's the cokehead hilarious. I'm still waiting. It's still going to be about another month. Probably not, actually. Probably going to be like another week or two. It's at 9. You know what? Live, right now. Stop what we're doing. What's the percentage of it being done? He just posted a bug report. 93% done. It's probably going to be another week or two. About, you know? In the ballpark. Where are we? Oh, yeah. We're here. Welcome to Esperanza. Lollifant. I would unironically recommend watching the VODs. This game is so good. It's that good. I know VODs, oh man, disgusting. You know, gross. Ew, they're sticky, and they got this weird smell to them. They've been sitting out too long. But this game's worth it. Yeah, I'm waiting for the full release. I at least have the mental capacity and fortitude to wait, because also I would stream my blind reaction. Anyway, we're going to Yafutoma, but that Skyrift is too scary. Enrique's dying again. Oh man, it's been so long. What was even the last thing you saw, Lollifant? Do you even remember this? Yeah, even Weevil says that. But also, Lollifant, the real question is, why do you not just put Battle Fantasy on the side? Or do you not have, like, 2 monitors? Leave me in the background or something. I mean, you don't have to, but you know. Fuck this town, I guess. Here's like a Valuan suit man. He's a degenerate. Degenerates like you deserve to be... What's it like? Strung up on a cross, I think is the exact phrasing. So, this town is effectively an abandoned town. This used to be a big part of the Valuan army, and it was a massive town that everyone went to back in the day. However, Valua started expanding elsewhere, and they've left this town to rot, to the point where this town is so isolated and is so very rarely visited by anyone, they have almost no working ships, so people can't leave. Everyone here is destitute, upset, poor, and just mad and angry. This is a sad, sad little town. But it's the kind of anger that's not like explosive, it's a fireball. It's a diminished whimper that is just in existence. Like, you can see this was clearly like this was not even a town to begin with. Look where we are. This is a fort. This is like a military location. No, it's a town now. Also, shit, I gotta check, that's right. 3 treasure chests. Oh, we're doing this still, don't worry. 2 moonfish and a cham, I believe. Cham, moonfish. Yeah, 2 moonfish and a cham. Yeah, we're still doing this, don't worry. He chimed in a second ago. Where'd that go? So, Lollifant, now that you've seen the new content, is it good? Obviously. Should be the first question. I mean, the 2 questions I have to ask have you beaten Epic Battle Fantasy, and is the content good? I mean, it clearly is, but, you know, give us the patented Lollifant review. Because it's coming next, assuming it comes out. If it doesn't come out, I'm finally going to be able to stream Endroll. Haven't beaten quite everything? Alright. I actually told this to Weevil. I actually went back a week or so ago, and I wrapped everything up in the save file I was using before. that was on stream. It's all done. I've 100% the game, got all the regional stuff, got every single weapon, equipment, did all the achievements. So I 100% the base Epic Battle Fantasy. I wouldn't even be surprised to say I'd struggle beating on Epic. I struggled beating the base game on Epic. Because man, that final boss. Whew, at least I beat the final boss before he got nerfed. That's at least fun. That's always a good feeling. When you triumph at something and then you realize that it was an actual honest-to-God problem that the developer had to nerf. And I did it. Oh boy. Yeah, it was just tedious as piss. I'm not gonna be surprised about new bosses. I skimmed the bug report, and I know some of the throwback enemies were buggy as piss. Like, the lovable status ailment was the big problem. That status ailment a lot of the time would just hard crash the fucking game. Or some nonsense. Maybe it would, like, lock up. Oops. But the rest of it, I didn't read, like, any spoilers or anything. The only thing I know of definitively are all the stuff that I've read throughout the, the content updates and stuff like that. I'm still waiting for the throwback bosses. I know he said he included an area that's meant to be like Epic Battle Fantasy 1 and 2, which, my penis is erectus. But, God, I know he can't, but the one thing in particular is specifically Zombie Goku, which, oh, that's a weird sentence for anyone who doesn't know that game. Also, yes, this stream is now we're talking about Epic Battle Fantasy. Fuck people who come here for Skies of Arcadia. That is the one thing I've wanted to see because he reposted fan artwork of it from the boss from the first game, and that is such a unique design at that point. As long as he tweaked it a tiny bit, he could totally bring him back and just not call him that. There's also the other classics, like, Lance was the final boss of one of them, and the other one was Akron. I already see Godcat in the game. Akron's the one that's, I believe, only ever mentioned in the base game. I don't think he ever actually shows up. Godcats, or at least, No Legs is, I was gonna say Final Smash. Not quite right. But, you know. Also, I have, having done all of the holiday shit, I can definitively say the Chinese New Year is such a stupidly good holiday. The fact that you have the chance of not having it in your first playthrough is dramatically gimping your playthrough. For no other reason than it gives you 2 accessories, one of which makes enemies 33% more likely to drop loot, and enemies drop 33% more gold. That is unbelievably massive, because enemies can drop really important things, and then you can buy more permanent stat-ups. Oh, that's a problem I had with 4. There were too many redundant abilities. That was always a fun time. Oh, God, finally. Remember those lost in the Dark Rift. I hope so this will fare better. Is that worth it? She already has bananas accuracy, and she never attacks anyway. I better not, I guess. Actually, fun joke you didn't get to really indulge with. Well, you remember it. Fun joke you'll still remember is the Increm joke from this game. Too bad I learned it. Ninja stepped in and gave me access to it for just long enough to where Vice learned Increm. And, but Weevil smacked him around for a bit, so you know. Also, it didn't even matter. Enrique comes with Increm, so it doesn't actually matter. Enrique started the game with, fucking, yeah, that thing. Also, please give me fucking A. God damn it. Now you wait a sec, I'm paying attention. Also, there's, like, Vigoro shit. This is a Nasirian merchant. What are you even doing here, by the way? This dude's hucking garbage to destitute and poor people who just want to buy alcohol and leave, or wallow in sadness. And no, Aika is not hot garbage. Fina is the one who is actually hot garbage. She is about as well built as a ramshackle and destitute cardboard box that's been out in the rain for too long. She dies to everything. Enrique's around though. You know, he's cool. Drampa? You mean Drachma? Okay, before I definitively say anything, do you plan to watch the VODs or no? Because I don't want to spoil anything. Oh, no, there goes Weevil. Yeah, Drachma died. He is dead. There's your spoiler. Yeah. Fun times in the VODs. Oops. I just spoiled. Oh, yeah, Drachma died. Also, what? No, I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. That ship sailed a long time ago. Drachma died. We got Gilder in the party for a bit. Gilder was a... Oh, I didn't even... Okay. That's not what I was looking for. No, you know Rocknum, the whale he was going for? We actually encountered it. But while we were... Oh, that's actually new equipment. But while we were fighting it, Ramirez, the new admiral of the Valuan Empire, was also shooting at it. Oh, wow. These are the terrible equipments we had at the beginning of the game. Oh, that's nice. It's such nice little things like that. Oh, hey, Joker. It's nice little things like that that are super neat because these people suck, and so they don't have good armor. So the Valuan uniform is still around because it's just the best that they have. But yeah, while we were fighting Rocknum, we were actually kind of like doing a decent job with it, harpoon cannon and all that shit. But Ramirez started shooting at us, and because the harpoon cannon was pierced into Rocknum's hide, we couldn't withdraw it, so we were kind of just a sitting duck. He gunned down the little Jack. And when all of us were going to escape, Drachma saved him, or risked himself to push both of the lifeboats off. But he went down with the little Jack. And all we saw with the remainder of Drachma was one of the few voice lines in this game saying, like, good luck, or something like, you know, farewell, something like that. As he burns down in flames along with the whale. Because he's now on a worthless ship that's on fire, tethered to a whale that he can no longer retract. We didn't technically see a body, but then Ramirez went after him after we left. Also, he shot Vice's lifeboat down. We had some fun times. Drachma... Oh, we also had a bit of lore why Drachma wanted to kill Rocknum. Is the little Jack was named after his son. Literally named Jack. And he was a little kid who wanted to be a sailor, so he would help out a lot at the local sailors, area. And he was always so rambunctious and tried so hard to help people, they got endeared to him, and so they started referring to him as Little Jack. And then they were fishermen at the time, and they were going out every day to help feed their, family, get money, and just go on an adventure. However, while they were out and about, Rocknum came up, and, well, they had to, fight it off. But their little dinghy fishing boat was going to do nothing to the island-sized arc whale. And despite the fact that they tried to fight it, an entire ship of crew was killed. And Drachma said, and I quote, "I can still remember little Jack's face as he plummeted beneath the clouds, clutching onto his hands a fistful of feathers with all of his might, hoping that they'd save him. I can still remember his screams as he plunged beneath the clouds." This game's fucked. This is the part they don't tell you about. Don't you just love a good story? And then immediately after, he also has a box that is his most treasured possession. That is a box of colored feathers that he reminisces about. They were the same feathers that Jack was clutching as he fell to his death. And then on top of that, immediately after giving us that heartfelt message, Rocknum showed up again. And that's when that scene had taken place. While we were reminiscing in the middle of the night, fog rolls in, and you just it was the most environmental and immersive thing in the game that they kind of cocked up a little bit. But you start sailing around in a really misty area, and all the music is gone, and you just hear Rocknum's wails. Wail? Get it? You just hear Rocknum's wails in the distance, and you can only track it down by how loud its wails are. And there's no music, there's nothing of the sort. You just sail around trying to find the whale immediately after hearing that story, but they cocked it up because you can still run into random encounters. And that ruins the entire emotional stronghold of that entire section. And it's like, son of a bitch, so close. Take out the treasure chests? I believe I did, yeah. I got both the moonfish, yep. By the way, name's Dawn. Oh, by the way, this is the important character of this town. Sky Rift to the east. How do we get through it? We gotta get to Yafutoma. How do I get through the Dark Rift there, Sexy? You have a unique model you'd probably know. Hey, Dawn. And now we're about to get jumped. Also, hi to Joker. Welcome to coming into the middle of exposition time. You came right in the middle of my story time. Got a nice stash. I'll give him that. In the war, this cape was discovered and the city was built. This place is the edge of the world. If you try to go any further east, you'll be killed. Hundreds of men have died trying to cross the Dark Rift. Oops! So the best sailors from all over the world tried to cross the Dark Rift. They came from everywhere. No one has been able to cross the Dark Rift. And guess where we need to go? Without even context, Lollifant, can you guess where we need to go? Because we need to get, we're still looking for all the crystals, all of like the colored crystals. Oh, by the way, I don't remember if you saw this, we have fought the green Gigas now. We have gotten the green one. We had an event where we were trying to get yellow, but we got fucked over, and now we're trying to get blue. Guess where blue just so happens to be? Because we've never even seen the blue moon in this game. We have been everywhere. We've even been to the purple moon, which was an optional side area I didn't have to go to, and it's just ice. It's just ice. We can't get to blue. Because it's supposedly behind the Dark Rift. That even Valua, whose ship we are currently using and is the best ship they've ever made, they cannot get through. It's that bad. Oops. Because the Dark Rift extends to the top and bottom where those two barriers are at the top and bottom of the skies. So you can't go over or under it. It's just a big wall. Oh, and Vice is giving him shit. What a good lad. Because you've tried something once and failed. Are you going to throw the rest of your life away? Whole world out there to see. I don't have any desires to sail again. The damn flag is still up on the wall. Oh, hi, Fina. Why were you not with us? Oh, that's right. She was taking care of Enrique because Enrique was too busy heaving out his entire body's water contents onto the dock. Also, surprise. The Valua's here again. Oops. To be fair, this is the first time they've attacked us since... Oh, Lollifant, another fun thing. Remember that the Grand Fortress, probably one of the coolest things in this game, that unbelievably massive wall that like spins to let people in and out of Valua, we broke through it. Like through it. We blasted a hole into it and busted through the wall because this new ship is dummy strong. I mean, we also did like detonate multiple of their cannons inside of it, and you know there were multiple factors, but you know, Henrique, are you done like dying? We've had a lot of fun in this game, Lawfan. I would still recommend it. This game is really, really good. Like, this is one of the few games I've ever had where every single time I'm not streaming it, I'm like, oh boy, I can't wait to stream again, woo! See, like, a lot's happened, dude. It's so good. This is Gregorio. This is his fleet. He's the best defensive tactician of Lunarda. They even nicknamed him the Iron Wall. Oh, by the way, Enrique is not doing Enrique is not doing good stuff for Valua, which is why they're still after us. He's kind of not supposed to be here. That's why they're still pissed. It's actually one of the only two admirals we have. Oh, I guess we haven't really fought, like, Galcian, like, their actual leader. Oh, no, they literally do mean Lolifant. They're not trying to arrest him. They're literally just trying to lead him back. Probably. He's still royalty, you know? See, right there. See, Gregorio's a good man. Gregorio is one of the few ones that's actually a good member of the Admiral. He's an old guy. He's one of the old bastards that, you know, he's been around for a long time. He's kind of got some heart to him. Oh, we've also learned more about Ramirez, who I don't even know if you know, but he's a putz. He is one of the biggest fuck-ups I've ever seen in a game. Like, I can't even express how stupid he is right now. Like, Ramirez, the dude who's the newest vice head admiral, I guess. He's just under Galcian, who's currently the leader of the Valuan army as a whole. And he only serves under the Empress, of course, but she doesn't do the army shit. He does. Ramirez was the one who came before Fina to stop Valua from doing their stupid bullshit. He immediately crashed into Valua, gets resuscitated by Valuan people, and then dedicates his life to their cause, despite the fact that he knows if he does that, the entire world will end. Just because they saved him one time. Like, I'm talking, this man is dedicated to their cause. He is so cutthroat now. Like, he was a good man before. He is so cutthroat and dedicated to their cause. Remember, he shot down a retreating lifeboat vessel. It was that bad. Also, can I shoot Gregorio in the face, or am I not allowed to leave yet? I need to be paying more attention. Oops. It's Gregorio time. Yeah. Oh, hey, there's Dawn again. He used to be a Valuan soldier. Nice. It actually is the big thing for this game. Vice said at the beginning of the game, I want to see what's beyond the horizon. Look what the horizon is right now. This is the edge of the world. The Dark Rift. This is the thing Vice has been wanting to do since the beginning of the game. He hasn't brought it up, Matt. He hasn't brought it up much. But This was his thing that made him want to start sailing to begin with. It's nice that this unbelievably massive obstacle that even Valua has fucked off from is his dream since he was a kid. Dark Rift is a giant vortex. If you can get through one side, you reach the eye in the middle. It is rumored that the eye is calm, because, you know, tornadoes and shit. There are other calm pockets along the edge of the Dark Rift. If you find one of the pockets, you might have half a chance. But you can't cut straight through. It's just not possible. It'd be like, okay, yeah, you sure got a good airplane here, but you can't really fly through a tornado, you know? There's just some logistics here that aren't gonna work great, and this is like a massive monsoon of a tornado. Just like me when I was your age. You know, Dawn won't join us. I don't know if we're gonna have the cutscene for it. We most likely will. We can come back to talk to Dawn once we've gotten through the Dark Rift, because you know exactly what we're gonna fucking do, let's be fair. Oh, by the way, yeah, no, I lied. He was totally given orders to murder the shit out of the prince if he refused to come back. Gregorio's the only good person here. Even the Empress is like, well, fucking kill him. If he's gonna like, choose to not come back. So look at how sexy our new ship is.
Let's go! Aye, aye!
Hey, it's been a long time since you've seen a ship. It's actually, I think, the first fight you're actually coming back to really see that's not a mook fight that I've already done. That, I see, is a... what's referred to as a moonstone cannon target coming up. Ooh, you know what I'm about to do. I'm about to get that booty. I gotta deal with filler jobber enemies of, you know, the rest of his army, because I'm seemingly 1v5'd right now. What's every admiral we fought? We fought Vigoro, but that was on foot. He was not behind a ship. We haven't technically fought, the rich kid. We haven't fought him. Neither on a ship or him himself. He's had 2 different times where he had that weird horned lightning beast, like from the tutorial opening of the game. But like Alfonso or whatever his name is, like himself or his ship have not fought. We fought the Loco, we fought the lady, we're now about to fight Gregorio. We have not technically fought Ramirez, we fought some of his crew, but not his ship. And we technically haven't really fought Galcian. We had a forced lost battle with Galcian, and we've had a forced lost battle with Ramirez, but we haven't fought them. Those were losses, as they'd be referred to as. Oh, by the way, ship battles are way cooler, Lolafan. They're not this, like, putsy garbage anymore where I have, like, one option. I can do things now, which is weird that, again, they front-loaded the hell out of ship battle difficulty with, hey, you want to fight the Red Gigas? And then a stupidly difficult fight against the Lynx? No, too damn bad. You don't get a choice in the matter. Oh yeah, it looks the same. How about this?
Moonstone cannon, fire!
Does that look the same? I don't remember the little Jack having that. Oh, that's so fucking cool. The fact that you just see it just go off into the distance. It just keeps going. Like I said when we first got the ship, back when we had the harpoon cannon on the little Jack, and the fact that he says, harpoon cannon, fire! Every single time I had to stop myself from saying moonstone cannon, because it's so iconic to this game. The fucking moonstone cannon is so goddamn cool. And actually, on the topic of how cool this ship is, like the Delphinus, like, I've talked multiple times about how the fact that this game will, now instead of get past the next line of ships, it's still a long way to go. Fucking Dawn. what's it called? I talked about it multiple times. This game will never get a sequel. In fact, it's hilarious just because I love this game so goddamn much. I really wish it would get a sequel. Come on, guys! I'd really like a sequel. Funny joke. You know what I'm saying? It's just real fucking funny, guys. But I've talked multiple times about how the game didn't get a sequel, but this game has become, you know, at least popular enough in America, not Japan. They still don't give a shit, no matter how many times I want them to. Vice has been a cameo character in a couple other Sega games, typically the racing games or the Valkyria Chronicle series. Weirdly enough, yes, the Valkyria Chronicle games. Vice, Ica, and Fina are soldiers that use guns and, like, sniper rifles and shit. It's so weird, but that they do. Like, Vice is a submachine gunner, and Ica's a sniper. Is super weird. But the one thing that actually made me buy this particular game, Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed, was because Vice was not only a character in the game, but they had a full, beautiful Skies of Arcadia themed map. And it is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen, because it's like Pirate Island or whatever, in the middle of a siege. And you can see, like, enemy cruisers sailing overhead. You can see the Delphinus fly by as the terrain slowly breaks apart and you need to start flying around. You see a couple named ships here and there and a bunch of recognizable locations from Pirate Island. It's so gorgeous. And this game will never get a sequel. And I want to die. Look at that damage offhand. Boom! That's the best part of this, is just how many options I have in combat to unload on the boys in one turn. That was 2 torpedoes, a sub-cannon, and my main cannon. That was all 4 of my main methods of dealing damage all in one attack. And it did 3/4 of its health. Boom. Fuck you. Get out. It's a damn fun time. I would highly recommend, if you guys don't have that game, because, I mean, who gives a shit? I'm the weird one because I like racing games. I'd recommend just looking at that map. I don't even remember what it's called, but it's like Pirates Escape or some garbage. It's beautiful, and there's only one Skies of Arcadia stage in that game, which is bullshit. But that game, to be fair, that game as a whole, close and look for an opening, fuck it, I just shoot him. And I went through all that effort to damage him, but this is going to one-hit him. Ugh. Either way, that entire game looked fucking beautiful, to be fair. That's not even exclusive to Skies of Arcadia. Like, Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed is a pretty damn fun game. It's on PS3 or some shit. I'd recommend it. Actually, on another note, now that you're here, Lolfan, and I was also going to tell it to Weevil, I finally got Mario Party all set up. Not even specifically just for streaming, but just in general, and I occasionally host some Mario Party sessions and fun times in the Discord. So hey, if you guys ever want to play some fucking Mario Party, I'm occasionally doing that. It's the GameCube ones, because the N64 ones are going to take a while because they're an absolute bitch to set up, and the Wii ones are not ever going to happen for the most part, because trying to not only emulate a Wii remote, but also through NetPlay is never going to happen. It's the only time I can definitively say emulation, because not only is it a ROM to play online, but I own every single Mario Party game. In fact, I've bought 5 twice, because my first copy got stolen, or broke, or some shit, I don't remember. Anyway, here's Gregorio. Isn't he a cool kid? Using Cure Granny, he would double your spirit points for 1 turn. Wait. Isn't that... I should just use that, like, right here, then, shouldn't I? You know, yeah, we'll just fucking stock up, baby. We don't know what this man's about to do, so I don't know if I'm gonna, like, die, but I doubt it, because the Delphinus is a sex machine, and it looks great. This boy is, in fact, about to die. That is an objective truth. Truthhood. Just kind of slowly stocking up on spirit juice. I'm trying to think about anything else that's fun that's happened recently. I don't know, Christmas is coming up soon-ish. That'll be fun. I'll probably be streaming then. Marco! I don't even know if I remember the animation for crew members in ship battles because I haven't used it on stream, and I definitely never use it in my own playthroughs. I just never use crew members because I don't give a shit. He's our man's best defensive tactician. I've heard that he sets up a tight defense and waits for his enemy to make even the smallest mistake. It is then that he attacks. Okay. Oh, I see where he attacks next turn. Wow, yeah, I see that. Most of these are in fact shit, yeah. I was right. Get facts. Facts did. Just unload on the damn guy. Oh, I was gonna talk about Christmas. I don't remember what it was. I had another thing going on, but I've completely fucking forgotten. Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna stream on Christmas just because I love content coming out on the holidays. It just feels like another present. I can totally understand someone taking a day off for the holidays because logically they should be allowed to do that. I can only use Moonstone Cannon when the game says I can. Because we don't want to miss is the in-game reason. Same with the Harpoon Cannon. You know. Otherwise, the optimal strategy would be save up for Moonstone Cannon, use Moonstone Cannon. Save up for Moonstone Cannon, use Moonstone Cannon. Because it is so stupidly strong, typically getting it off one time wins the fight. That is the point of it plus the Harpoon Cannon. I mean, sometimes you might have to get it off and then, do some filler damage, of course, but one time will do about half of almost anything in the game's HP. Depending on how far you are into the game. I mean, later on, obviously not, but... I already said multiple times, there is a penultimate, boss fight to this game, so, he doesn't get one hit. Because why would he? That's just seemingly dumb, to be fair. And then... yeah. I'm probably gonna win next turn. Because as you can see, one option is really bad, one option is really good. I hope you guys pick the right option, because, yeah, Lava Fan, like when you were last year, I'm still doing the chat gets to make decisions for me. Unfortunately, decisions also include ship battles, because those involve decisions. So, well, let's hope you guys pick the smart thing. Are you guys a good airship captain? Let's find out. Oh, I'm actually just glancing at the walkthrough to see how it works. I've already fucked up. I know what he's about to do. And we're not going to be able to get that Moonstone Cannon turn. This is one of those events where it's not actually dependent on a choice you make. It's dependent upon, in this case, you need to be speed buffed. You need to be under the effect of Quicka, or you'd use a speed wax or some shit. He needs to miss hull ram. If he misses, you can use the Moonstone Cannon. If he doesn't, well, you fucked up. I didn't know that, and I kind of forgot you can use buffs. Yeah, oops. Well, I fucked up. I didn't know that. Time to buff. Oopsie daisy, my bad. Sorry for taking so long to get this set up. Oh, that's right, she doesn't know that. Oh, dearie me. Oh, let's just do this then. There we go. Now I'm faster. Now I can dodge better. It's always the standard modus operandi for any game. Buff yourself. Why the fuck not? Actually, that's a fun point. There are some games that I can think of where buffs, I mean, you can use them, but they're so weak and irrelevant, you don't have to, and sometimes they're actually the worst option rather than just DPS checking the enemy's face. But there's one game in particular that I don't want to specifically say yet. I want to ask you guys a question. What game do you think has the most prevalent buff system? Like buffing up stats or buffing up like damage? Like, oh, I do more fire damage. Any kind of buff. What game do you guys know of that has buffs that are the most, I guess, prevalent? They are the best option. They're so strong. They're the thing you do or you lose the game. No, wrong, Ninja. You're not here. You're not in the viewer list, so you're a fake boy. Wrong. Incorrectamundo. You gotta go about that ram attack. The pulp attack. I gotta increase their dodge. There you go. And then I attack him. I'm just gonna try to fucking, like, murk the man. Yeah, Epic Wild Fantasy is, you're goddamn right, it is one of the correct answers, to be fair. Specifically the answer I was thinking of, and it's a game no one talks about, because Persona, it's the Shin Megami Tensei games. Specifically, the one that I know of, because I haven't beaten the game yet, but even I had heard of it in advance. There's a fight with a character called the Matador. And anyone who knows that game will know what I'm talking about. That game is the most prevalent and reliant on you having such stupidly good buffs to just absolutely outperform and outmaneuver the enemy. Because the enemy, this is one of the earliest fights in the game, like, it's like a boss fight. It's like an hour or two into the game, some shit like that. Decently early on, but at this point of the game, you're still kind of just some pretty, like, you're getting still kind of used to the systems. But that's a game like Persona, where in that game you have demons, and each one of those bastards has a certain set of skills it can have. If you do not have a demon that can buff your speed, you are unbelievably fucked. Because Matador has a skill that increases his speed to max. That's just what it does. It's very fun and engaging of a mechanic, but that game is so stupidly reliant on it. Like, at that point in the game, once you get maxed evasion, you effectively dodge just every attack that comes at you. It is so unbelievably stupid. Another one I could think of is, like, weirdly enough, Terraria, I guess, if you want to call it something like that, where buffs are like the whole meat and potatoes of the game. But I only specifically say that because of my fucking immobile playthrough challenge run I did on YouTube, and that's just so I can stand still and face tank every boss in the game, but I don't think that's how the game was meant to be played. I actually had so much fun with that playthrough. That is how I default play the game. I mean, I actually do move, but being as tanky as humanly possible is so much fun for me. That's how I love playing my games. I am the meat wall. I am here to deliver the meat to your wagon. Straight to your wagon face. I love a dove, yeah. Captain Stripe, ooh. Oh, we got some early Christmas presents today, baby. Ooh, yeah. Fuck you, Gregorio. Oh, we actually just got, like, Enrique in the party, Lolafan. He has been here for, like, in-game, if I actually did what I was supposed to do, maybe, like, 30 minutes. At most. But I did a lot of side questing, and he's been around for a while he's been here for a few hours from our perspective, but in, like, game lore, he has been with us for, like, 2 days. At most. Like, he's still getting, like, airsick. Like, he has not been on the ship for long enough to not just start violently vomiting anytime he touches the deck of the ship. Except for the fact that he's not airsick anytime he's talking to Gregorio or any random encounters or anything of the sort, except for when the game says he's airsick. If you make it back from the Dark Rift, I hope you come back here and take me with you. Oh! Hey, I didn't even need to hint at it. He says it. Come back and I'll join your crew. Oh, that's so cool. This is, I've said it before, favorite part of the game, baby. Slowly building up a crew of named characters you've met throughout the game. Super cool. Because actually, they're still technically characters that we know of, but we can't recruit yet. I've already specifically named one, just so I didn't want to have to go talk to him, is Hans. Sentime's kid, the dude we saved over in Ixutaka, he will join us. He just wanted to finish learning how to be a mechanic fully. He wanted to finish his education and really feel comfortable joining us. And another one is a lady I'm not going to spoil, but there's a hint is that it's a lady over in Maramba. Over in the desert town from the beginning of the game, the first time we went to Nasir. There's one NPC there we can get. But we can't get her yet because we don't have the requirement to get her. Also, I'm going to go deliver my moonfish before we progress into the game. Ugh. Hey, Lolfant, remember moonfish?
Hi.
Lolfant, before we continue, do you remember the moonfish system? Were you here mentally for the moonfish? Do you remember the fish from the moon? Do you remember what we were feeding the moonfish to? Is the next question. Do you? Do you? Do you remember what I fed the moonfish to? I'm not progressing until you answer the question, Lollifan. You are, all of the people at home are getting mad. You don't. Do you not remember the little duck thing she had in her arms that we fed moonfish to? It was a little small boy that had like an eggshell on his head or some garbage. It's the girl's pet. Yeah, it was the little duck ball. You remember the little orange orb who had like a duck beak? And then he like coughed stuff up? It's a lad now. It is like taller than us. Also, it's long. It is a long head. Look at how big he is. An absolute unit. We also get, we occasionally get more lore from these people the more I feed the animal. You've missed various bits of lore. We got ghost mail. Ghost content. There it is. Boom. Tell your friends, everybody. This stream has ghosts in it. If you need some ghosts in your life, this stream's here for you. You almost can't really see him getting bigger, but he is. It's very subtle nowadays. He more so transforms than gets bigger. Slowly, like, slows down with how large he gets, you know? Sword of Dukat. Why did he eat that? Why was that in his mouth? Why was Dukat's sword not at his island? Oh, yo, Lollifant, do you remember how there's always the punchline of, the treasure was the friends we made along the way? In this game, we followed an in-universe treasure map over here at Dukat's island to... This is one of the greatest air pirates to have ever lived. He was a man said to have seen all 6 moons with his own eyes, so he's seen the entire world. He even supposedly got past the fucking Dark Rift, because Blue Moon's over here, fucker. He met Olaf and Griff from Advance Wars. And he was said to have left all of his treasure in one piece. Luffy. So we went to his island, and we got his treasure. And in his treasure chest was 1 coin and a note that said, the real treasure was the friends that helped you get here. In universe. This we did a full-ass dungeon for this motherfucker. God, you need to watch the mods of this game. so good. Also, Sword of the Cod actually does slightly less damage, but it puts enemies to sleep if I hit them. So you know what? Fuck it. Why not? Let's try it out. Most of the time, if they say has the power to lull enemies to sleep, that usually means it has a 100% chance of working, or at least like 70. This game, when it says it does something, it fucking does that something really damn well. Or I could be lying, and even I'm being beamed right now and just don't know of it. Enrique, why are you still wearing your coat? No, it's actually apparently pretty good. Oh shit, no it's not compared to this. I have made a Grievous. You can even see Drachma still in the menu. Also, there's Gilder over there on the top, and to the right of Enrique. He was in the party for a while. In fact, here's Enrique's coat. Or not, no, where's... I thought Gilder probably had like a... just bullshit. I think only Vice can equip this. Oh. Oh, no, I can, okay. It's as they said in-game, Vice is like, dude, why would you hoard treasure? Ducat probably spent it all when he was alive. Why would you hoard stuff? You don't care. You're a pirate. Cocaine. Booger sugar. Oh, another fun thing, Lolfant. You want to see, look at all the super moves we have. Remember how you said Vice was not allowed to get anything for the longest time? Yeah, he now knows every single move he can learn. Aika has all the way up to her second to last. You know what? We'll see Lambda Burst. That's a classic. Fina still knows nothing because you guys hate her, and Enrique has 2. We actually got a moon... Now that I think about it, we did just get a Moonberry from this last town. Actually, another thing you remember saying that you absolutely loved were the animations in this game. They keep getting bananas. Like, you haven't seen Prophecy, which is the strongest move in the game, which was actually so strong, I asked Weevil at the beginning of this stream, hey, should I stop using Prophecy? Because Prophecy is meta-defining. No, Lambda Burst is the only one I can afford at the start of each battle. That's the whole thing. The next move I would want to use is Vice's Rain of Swords, but you have to start the battle with 14 Spirit, and you get enough Spirit to start the battle with Rain of Swords at the final boss level of late into the game. It is bananas. You use Lambda Burst through the entire game. I wasn't fucking around. See? Doesn't even do that much more damage. Its benefit is that it's non-elemental. It does do more damage. But the fact that it's non-elemental means enemies can't be resistant to it, like how they're... Never don't use Prophecy? Thanks. Really appreciating that one. I just got a random drop Moonberry. What the fuck is up with these random drop Moonberries? I do not even remember these being in the game. Is Prophecy one of Fina's moves? No, that is the entire team's super move. Since we got the Delphinus, if we ever get the Spirit meter to the top, like to max, like if we get 48 out of 48, we unlock the super move command, and we can do one of two things. We can use the move Blue Rogues, which requires only one person to use their turn for it, and every single crew member we've unlocked will all attack the enemy or heal us, and it'll do enemy-wide full damage, but also heal the party, depending on who it's equipped. Or we gain access to Prophecy, which its requirement is that every single party member be alive. It'll do absolutely bananas damage. It'll pierce armor, and then the thing that broke it, other than the fact that, you know, pierces armor, is it skips the enemy's next turn, so I get to go again. It is so broken. One of the hardest fights in this game I remember there being was a optional one of the wanted battles against the Ixanes demons, because they love spamming status ailments, and they take very little damage because they have very good armor because they increm themselves just over and over and over again. I broke that battle because it's meant to be, there's 3 of them. Each of them special, like one of them's a healer, one of them's a damage dealer, and one of them's like another damage dealer. And each of them inflict different status ailments. I used Prophecy, and I brought them all down to about 1 basic attack away from dying. I didn't one-hit them, but that is one of the hardest fights in the game because they're unbelievably tanky, and they love putting your team to sleep, or confusing them, or all that other garbage. Like, every single fight and boss fight in the game since I've learned Prophecy, I have used Prophecy against, and then I won the fight. And it's become meta-defining. Like, you use Increm on Vice, you stock up for Prophecy, you use Prophecy, and then you win the game.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, I don't know if people want to see me doing this for the rest of the game. I will never stop doing it. Because, oh, they're immune to that. They're just, it's too good. Like, I'd be fine with Blue Rogues, because Blue Rogues does less damage, and it doesn't skip the enemy's next fucking turn. Holy shit. And it doesn't pierce armor. Its benefit is a really meaty heal to the whole team. It is stupidly broken. These things do not want to fight me. Well, there they go.
Yeah.
There they go. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Only this one's still here, and that's because he guarded. What a nerd. Also, Lawfan, other things you've missed. We have fought an island-sized squid, and we have seen an island-sized floating spider. Oh, that was a fun time. I have talked multiple times about this game being horrifying to me in certain regards, and I talked about it in advance. There's one thing in the game that was genuinely scary to me. Like, actually scary to me as a kid. Oh, we haven't fought the spider yet. The spider's still coming. That made me stop playing the game for a while. It was the fucking Dark Rift. This thing's atmosphere... The Dark Rift. Let me write this down because there are treasure chests in here. Alright, are we ready? No choice. We must get through the Dark Rift no matter what. It's just still so unbelievably unnerving to me even now. I'm not a fan. Look at this shit. And each of these fucking boats is a treasure chest. These count. I didn't know these are treasure chests until I started doing research. Because, God, I hated it. It doesn't seem like much, but it's also the fact that this is a way better capture. It's way darker on like an actual TV, and you can just keep going down. You can't see outside, and there are monsters in here. I've always had a fear of the macro, and whoa, does this area start triggering my fight or flight response. Doesn't seem like much from the outside perspective, but oh boy, when you have an irrational fear, you don't have fun when you play this video game.
Over there.
I know another area that definitively scared. It's like the other fears I've had were always like space, underwater, deep shit, really big shit, and I always remembered one stage that was more of like a gimmick Easter egg stage. Was the original Star Fox game on like the SNES, I believe. Had the Easter egg stage where you can go to the alternate dimension. That area scared the shit out of me, just from the concept alone. The logistics of an area of being trapped in space and you cannot escape no matter what you do. Unbelievably horrifying. Also, the scale also doesn't come across very well on this. Again, remember, the Delphinus is so stupidly massive compared to us. Like, you see that little, like, you see that little pointy, like, 3-pronged bit on the back of the ship? Inside of that is where our characters are. That little station on the very top of our ship, just below the spike, that is where our characters are standing. And I can even show you the inside perspective. This is how large it is to us from the inside. The outside does not properly show you how big the Delphinus is, and then that same scale is then to show how large everything else is. Anyway, I want to look at the walkthrough because I wouldn't actually look ahead. I kind of forgot to see things. I want to check to make sure I don't miss anything. I know there's no chams and there's no moonfish here, but you never know. This place is also a maze. That also makes it worse. This place is definitely non-Euclidean to all hell. Of course, just make it better. So I could go through there, or I could come over here, because we do need to thoroughly explore, because some of these treasure chests are assholes. This is actually the only thing in the game I had definitively missed, is when I was playing back through this game and had to 100% it, or at least get all the crew members when I was younger. There was one crew member I could never actually find because I went everywhere. I didn't like to look stuff up even back then. And so I went to every single town and I talked to every NPC in the game. I explored everywhere to find every island. I did everything. I had everyone except for one party member. Or crew member, I guess. Can you guess where you would find this crew member? Surprise, surprise. It's in Dark McSpook over here. Which is super weird of a location, but we'll find him later on. I also would have been pissed had I not looked it up and accidentally missed him, because I never would have come back. Because there's something you need to do too to get him, and it's totally missable. We're getting a bunch of loot right now, but I'll sift through it at a later point. Like, these kind of tunnels also, they're clearly just loading zones. Holy shit, dude. Oh, God, this kind of an area. Oh. Oh, it still gets to me even to this day. Holy shit. There's a discovery. Surprise. Bet you weren't thinking of that one, huh? Let me skim the thing. Are there any other discoveries? I don't believe so. The Black Moonstone. This rare Black Moonstone holds tremendous power. It can turn positive energy into negative and vice versa. But a practical application for this ability has not been found. There are rumors of a lost Black Moon, but the truth remains unknown. This is the kind of thing that just screams to me, how did this game not get a sequel? Look at this and tell me this game does not deserve a sequel. Already, it's just showing you, hey, guess what? There's a plot element never talked about directly that you can only learn about through discoveries and is perfect for a potential sequel to this game. And I've been waiting to talk about it because there was one other discovery that was also said to have been, it was like the map, I believe. I'm not really sure what it was called, but it was a diagram that showed a bunch of circles surrounding something, and it specifically had 7 circles. And the popular fan theory is that one of them is each of the moons, because one of the circles is completely cut off from the center space, which was meant to be, hey, there are 7 moons, one of them we can't see or at least access. How is that not perfect sequel bait? The Lost Domain. Oh, we're back at the entrance. Great. Fucking thanks. Non-Euclidean, baby. Like that one area with the black moons, that black moon crystal I'm going on about, that did actually get me to stop in my tracks for a second. That slow fade in to nothingness but glowing lights in the distance is genuinely scary to me, even now. And I will not stop talking about it because talking about it is how I handle it. Talking and making light of a situation is how I handle fear. Not well, because it's not the most entertaining thing, but goddammit, we have to cope somehow.
That was easy.
That's how I've always handled fear as a kid. Whenever I saw something super spooky, I would try to make jokes about it. I would talk to myself or whatever, which is, I know, sounds weird, but hey, I was the kind of kid who loved watching Silent Hill at like 8 years old. Oops! That definitely didn't lead to any nightmares or long nights. I was the kind of kid who saw Resident Evil 1, like the GameCube remake that looked super good, when I was also super young and had nightmares. I was the kid who saw Killer 7 and had nightmares. I had a lot of fun times because I loved horror games as a kid. I still do. Can't play them for tits because despite the fact that I have been way overexposed to fear, I handle it super poorly, and it's just unbelievable. Like, I've gotten very well with coping mechanisms, but the moment you put me behind the seat, okay, you know, it's just a maze. I am. Where were your parents not knowing what I was doing? With Killer 7, it was my brother who showed it to me. And with Resident Evil, the Resident Evil one, that was my cousin, I believe? I don't remember what she specifically is, but I think it's my cousin. She was just playing it and I walked in. The Silent Hills were when I was on YouTube, because I had a computer in my room, because I was a good kid. And I looked up horror shit all the damn time. Because I don't know how to control myself. I control fear so badly, I had to stop playing Doki Doki Literature Club because I got too spooked. Oops! And that's a modern time, and I'm still ashamed. And I will never stop feeling like that. The moment where Yuri stabbed herself, and there was just that droning noise with fucked up text. Oh, that's a spoiler. Yeah, I'd recommend that game. It's really fucking cool. The game takes like 3 hours of setup though, but it's really good. I'd recommend playing it. Yeah, there's a moment with a bunch of fucked up text, and I just like, okay, turn the game off, and I had to sit down for a while and play other things. How can that game be scary? That's the whole point. It's meant to be a bait and switch game. It's Doki Doki Literature Club. It's meant to be the most generic, like, it's a dating sim. You're in a school. Do you want the childhood friend? The confident, small, like, bookworm lady who's like tsundere, or the tall, quiet, like, long-haired purple lady? Or maybe, like, the student council president who you thought was way above your league last year, and all that kind of garbage. Oops, it's a horror game. And it comes, like, you seriously goes for like 3 or 4 hours of content, and a lot of people stopped playing the game. But a lot of people, like, found out about the game because on Steam, its tags are dating sim, school, psychological horror. That game isn't all that spooky now that I know. Oh, God, fuck this area. Oh, fuck this area. Fuck this area. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. What was I going on about? I've already forgotten. Fuck whatever I was talking about. Probably not important. I need to leave. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, when I said this area was scary when I was a kid, that also applies to now. I'm still not a fan, and I know what's in here. More for this. This is why I'm not a Let's Player plays like Amnesia or Outlast or some garbage. I do remember some other fun moments as a kid. I got so scared by Resident Evil 4. The first zombie, like, you shoot him and then you run upstairs, but then you hear that a bunch of fucking, zombies are coming from outside, so you have to, jump out the window and shoot them or walk downstairs. I stood upstairs in that house for, 5 minutes waiting for them to come to me. They didn't, and I turned the game off. How does having schizophrenia make you handle fear better? Also, stop having schizophrenia. That's bad. Stop it. Also, let's be entirely honest here. Were you really not expecting Sylvan Bane to be here too? This fucking thieving dickhead is here every goddamned time. And now we're going to DPS the hell out of him later. It's just going to take a sec. I would not recommend being a schizophrenic. What are other fun horror moments? I've always hated horror games nowadays, depending on how they are. But not for the ways you'd think of. Specifically, I've not been a fan of horror games, in more so the kind that, Amnesia and Outlast are always the examples I specifically give. I don't like those kind of horror games because they're really, really boring to watch, but I can't play them. I try to play them, and I can't. And I can't watch them. Yeah, I don't know how Sylvan Bane keeps getting to places he should not logistically be able to. Look where he is right now. He has gotten into sealed temples that only we have access to, twice now, and now he's here. No, Sylvan Bane, this is wrong. How are you here? Will you join the crew if you're going to be stowing out on board anyway? I remember trying to play Outlast. I quit the game before even one enemy showed up, and that's even having seen the opening sequence to that game before. Oh, by the way, Lawfan, here's his ultimate move. It's super cool that he makes a skull and crossbones. That's super neat. But what are other fun horror moments? I haven't tried to play Amnesia. I just find that game boring to watch. But I probably couldn't play it. You also get to hear the worst voice actor in the game, Enrique, who, as I have described, his entire voice acting ability is he has to fake being loud because someone is in the other room and he doesn't want to wake them up. That is his voice and his voice actor. Chalice of Blood, again, another useless item that you just sell. Pirate's Wrath! That one's fun, though. Come on. Parenthesis. Power. Yes. Good. We have we got 2 moonberries. What do we want to use the moonberries on? We already got done with him. We need 4 moonberries for Aika's final. Fina still uses the power of the silver moon to damage a single enemy and possibly stone. Or I think we again need 4 for Enrique. Do we save up for Enrique / Aika, or do we go with Fina? Alright. Honestly, Fina's super moves are either amazing or worthless. Lunar Glyph, it's fucking dog shit. I'm never gonna use it. It's just because it stones people, and that shit's just fucking This music is so weird. I don't remember ever hearing it either. I don't remember this music. I don't like it as a part of the game. I don't like it. Someone turn it off. I'm spooked. I'm the dude who will handle a horror movie unbelievably well, but playing a horror thing is, like, that's the thing I watched so much horror crap as a kid. That desensitized me to watching, not playing, though, is the important distinction. Oh, is there fucking 2 of these? Okay, there. Yeah, there's 2 of these. Fucking A. Alright. Which one do we want to go? One of the 2 on the bottom, or the one up top? I don't need what you guys' fucking feedback. Too fucking bad. We're going this way. I guess now you have a chance to voice your answer. Because it's a non-Euclidean maze. If we go the wrong way, we're back at spawn. Lambda burst. Bot. Yes, I understand. It's okay. What are other horror games? I talked about Killer 7 before. That's a more action-y kind of game made by Suda51, dude who made, like, all the weird shit. That one's fun in the regard of I got actively spooked despite the fact that it's a game that I can actually fight enemies in, and I have to take breaks playing it. Never ask me to play a horror game if you guys haven't pieced that one together. Yeah. Oh, there's also one part of this that I definitively... Holy fucking shit, dude. I am not okay, not one bit, no sirree, no! Oh god, no. Oh! I'm not the kind of people who start screaming. I start shutting down. Oh, it's completely nonsensical. It's a fucking screen in front of me and it doesn't goddamn matter. Or what other horror games have I seen? My heart's beating so goddamn fast. I'm not fucking kidding. Never ask me to play a horror game. Never fucking do it. I can't, is the thing. I cannot do this. It's always been my biggest weakness, and I was waiting for a game to, like, compound upon the fact... What am I even looking at? What is in front of me? It's just a big dead end? Yes, this is a big-ass dead end. Is there something beneath me? Can I go down? No, that's the bottom of the sky. There's shit down there that we can't get to. It's just a wall, and the fact that it was just a block of blackness in front of me got me. Another one that's, I guess, more topical, PT. Never played it, but I had a shitload of fun watching that. God, I love PT. That's why I like the Silent Hill games. Silent Hill games are some of my all-time favorite games, but that's only because I never played them. Not a once, and I never will. No, I probably can handle those kind of games a bit more. I know what's in the Silent Hill games, at least. I could never play PT. Would never happen. I would turn the fucking game off. I'd be the dude who would download it and then have deleted it. So that way there's a lot of PS4s that now don't have PC because, or PT because it got deleted. Hello says, welcome to talking about horror, and I'm bad at it. Because this area triggers my very, very irrational fear of macro spaces. Welcome, says, to heart problems. This area is fucking me up right now. Welcome to the Dark Rift. This game is not a horror game. This is an RPG for the Dreamcast, GameCube. It's both. And I'm having some fucking problems. And so to cope with it, I'm just non-stop talk. I need to keep going. That's the best part is that I'm not joking. I'm honestly having a hard time over here. It'd be better if I was doing something on the side, which I guess I technically am. I'm talking, I'm streaming. But the fact that I'm streaming means I need to give, like, most of my effort to paying attention to the screen. If I was, like, watching YouTube on the side, if I had a video playing, I could look away from the screen to, like, mentally reset myself. No. Please don't take me back to fucking Spawn. Oh. No, the music. The music is definitely atmospheric, but that's not the problem. We're not going back to the Slay the Spire days, right? Blared. Okay, to be fair, that's a pretty. Oh my god! I just realized that's another thing I can play. Oh, I can play Kirby Air Ride online now. Oh, yes. I already thought about it with, like, Smash Bros. Melee and, like, Double Dash. Mario Kart. But, okay, it's because we're actually, I guess now that you're new here, there says, I've been doing it in the Discord recently. I just finished setting up stuff I'm going to start doing on Saturdays. I'm going to start streaming Mario Party and other just various multiplayer games. Anyone that wants what people want to play. I will eventually... Yes, I do need to do it long in advance to help get, like, audience members set up and shit, but yeah. I can start, next Saturday, I'll start streaming Mario Party. Probably Mario Party 6, just because it's the one we have set up right now. But technically, any of the GameCube ones, so 4 through 7. 8 we can't do because it's a Wii game, and trying to emulate a, Wiimote is a pain in the ass, followed by the fact that it's on NetPlay. Fuck this area, let me just get that out in advance. Oh, Jesus. What was I going on about? Yeah, no. Trying to emulate a fucking Wiimote's pain in the ass. Doing it on NetPlay, never gonna happen. And 1 through 3, the ones that everyone talks about, are N64, and that requires stuff like port forwarding. And it's not as easy as literally just a click and play. That's what makes it so amazing. Anyone who has it all set up can open up their little... totally legitimate copy, despite the fact that I've already talked about the fact that it's emulation. Only do this if you own the games, people. Otherwise, it's illegal. Even then, it's still a gray zone. Don't do this shit. I own them. Only those people can play. Let me just get that out of there. I'm not gonna emulate shit. Well, I have an Elgato. I don't need to do that. I thank you, Ninja, for buying this for me. I can just play the game. But what was I going on about? Oh yeah, fucking Mario Party, Mario Kart. Oh yeah, that's what I was going on about, is how to play. It's super easy, because what you can do is, in the Discord, literally just click my name, left-click it. There should be a little drop-down that says what I'm doing at the time, and then it'll be like, hey, click join. And then it says, hey, X person would like to join, and I click accept. And then we move forward, and when we go. I'm not playing Sonic. Do you mean Sonic Adventure 1 or 2? 1 is a clunky bugger. 2 is the sex machine. But I don't want to. Also, I already have a queue. We already have, like... I know I always ask the audience what I should play, but I have to finish the current playthrough, and then I have to fucking also, like, do all the shit that I want to do, which I already have a queue up, which I've already talked about multiple times, is Skies of Arcadia. Then the next game I'm playing is going to be dependent on how fast I finish this. If I finish it before the big update for Epic Battle Fantasy V comes out, then I'll be streaming End Roll, which is a game a lot of people have asked about, because it's where my avatar comes from. This green-hooded bastard that I use everywhere, that's Tabasa. And he comes from End Roll, a game that absolutely no one's ever heard about, because logistically, why would you? If I'm not fast enough, then I'm doing Epic Battle Fantasy, then End Roll. But those two games are coming next, because big-ass content update for an amazing game, and a game that a lot of people have asked about, of what the fuck is up with my avatar, and Ninja keeps screaming at me because he wants me to get a different one. Because, I mean, he has a point. He's like, hey, you're a streamer, you need to have a brand. You know, you gotta have, like, an avatar, or, like, an image to use as emotes and all that shit. And I'm like, fuck you, no, I want Tabasa! You knew what off was because it's popular. I don't know if you guys have heard of Lisa before we got there, but Oh, fucking here we go. Also, I missed a thing. I've missed a section. Somewhere in the Dark Rift was a side area I never got to. Fucking A. Is there any treasure chests in here? This is the end of it, by the way. This is the... At least we know how to get out of here, but no, this is the exit. We want to... We have fucked up today. Oh, so you see that thing up there that's bobbing and weaving? That's a monster. That is alive. I'm leaving now. Weirdly enough, my frustrations about having missed something are way overpowering my fear of... Oh, Jesus! Of the fear of that thing is alive, time to leave! Also, the random counter's a pain in my dick. The main reason a lot of people haven't heard of Endroll is even more... Like, there are... Like, the 3 games I can definitively think of that I have played that no one has heard about. It's even stuff like... Digimon World. People knew, at least, it probably existed, like, okay, there's gonna be a Digimon game. Maybe not specifically Digimon World, but it's a fucking Digimon game. Those exist, probably. That one's not too much of a reach. But the 3 that I can definitively think of is, one is Lisa, because that is a game people don't like to recommend, because recommending Lisa is very difficult for a lot of people, because... Wow, does that game touch on a lot of sensitive subject matters, and is also one of my favorite games of all time. The other one is Live Live, which that is because... Tabs sometimes? I don't know what I just got another fucking Moonberry. What do we do with this Moonberry? Because that should give us... That should... Well, now we do... Now we can see Fina's level 3. Silver Moonlight cleanses all allies of any adverse effects except unconscious. Do we want to give Fina this? Or do we give it to Enrique and fucking Aika? Oh, yeah, your battle simulator. Shut. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. What was I going on about? Oh, yeah. Live a Live specifically is a game no one's also heard about because that was an SNES RPG that was only released in Japan. So much so, it never was released anywhere else. It was only ever in Japanese in Japan, and someone had to fan translate the game that you can only play through emulator. And don't ask how I found it. It was on a YouTuber who had like 15 subscribers. Someone who had similar amount of content to me. You know what I'm saying? Also, I think this is actually what I was looking for, but that means I'm still missing chests. Like, this is getting us down. I'm missing 2 treasure chests somewhere. Where the fuck are they? God damn it. Yeah, Live a Live, only in Japan. I had to do a fan translation, and I only found out of it about a dude who got, like, 5 views per video, which is actually still bigger than me on YouTube, because I get about 0 to 2. Live a Live was always the big one. I know what Shantae is. It says, Shantae is not obscure. If you've played fucking Smash Bros, you know who Shantae is, because everyone asks for her despite the fact that logistically she probably shouldn't get in compared to other more indie characters. Their argument is that Shantae was on the GameCube, God, the Nintendo is on the NES. Yeah, alright, that's fair though. I got another Moonberry. Holy shit, how many Moonberries am I gonna get? I'm really just kind of stirring shit by shit-talking Shantae. I knew what I was getting to, just being an asshole. But, the final one I was going to continue to talk about, the final game that I know I'm going to stream that no one's heard about will be Endroll. Because, just like how Lisa was an RPG Maker game, but that one has a massive cult following nowadays, Endroll was also an RPG Maker game. Where unlike Lisa, where it was the, oh, this dude took 4 years to make it and has the polish of a damn handcrafted statue made by God level of polish. Endroll was made by a single dude over in Japan with not that same level of polish. Like, Lisa, if you didn't know it was an RPG Maker game, you probably wouldn't guess it. Endroll is very clearly an RPG Maker game. It's one of those where you're just like, okay, yeah, that's an RPG Maker game. But I'm specifically thinking about What's it called? I was specifically thinking... No, that whole sentence is wrong. I don't know. I sometimes float into sentences trying to continue my point without knowing where I'm going with it. That is an incorrect start to that sentence. Guardian Heroes, nope. And the reason why Enroll... What am I fucking talking about? I'm getting real confused now. I'm having some fucking problems. Enroll is a game I like. It's good. It was released on RPG Maker by a Japanese dude. It's not stupidly polished, and just like Live a Live, it was never released in America or in English as a whole. So it's the RPG Maker indie dev style of Lisa, and with the restrictions of Live a Live. So it is, by nature, one of the most obscure games you could think of because it's the kind of thing you'd find on, like, Itch.io for $3. I wouldn't be surprised most people haven't heard of anything from the Sega Saturn days because who the fuck had a Sega Saturn? Like, even my brother... Oh my god, finally I can learn Ryzelem. I mean, even my brother, who had most of the consoles, he only had a Dreamcast. He was a Nintendo. He Nintendo that do. Oh, fuck this room. There's an exit somewhere in this room, probably, that we haven't found yet, so time to go down! My least favorite direction. Oh, fuck my ass. Okay, there's nothing down there. Oh! Black Moonstones. Oh, good plot for a sequel for this game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay. There's not shit up here. There's the top of the room. No, okay, this is a waste of my fucking time then. Damn it! Where the fuck's the bastard I missed? I've acclimated to this area now more. It's not too spooky no more. Rocket Knight Adventures? I think I heard of that one. Yeah, I think one of my friends played that. I'm not sure, though. I know I've heard of it, at least. Oh, yeah, we're back here now. So we've backtracked all the way, but where's the one I'm missing? There's a door. There's one of these fucking wooble gates that I have not found yet. There's the one up there, but, no, that's the bottom. This place is a maze. It's a hallway. Somewhere along this hallway is an offshoot that I haven't found that doesn't just lead to a dead end. Damn it. The only reason I liked Endroll so much is just because it has one of the most interesting... You know what? I'll talk about it. The thing that really got me into Endroll was because I've always been a fan of a lot more of the obscure games. Any game that is an RPG maker that has a way more serious tone, tackles more adult themings and subject matters, anything that hits a bit harder, you know, it's a gut punch to the soul. I like those kind of games. Super Bonk, I've heard of it. Fucking Pro Jared told me about that one. The reason that Endroll was so fucking good was just because of its premise. And the premise is that you are a psychopath. Not a sociopath, a psychopath. You are a person who was born without the ability to feel guilt or empathy. And so, what are psychopaths typically known for doing? You have killed. Your character has killed a lot of people. And so you're thrown in jail, tried, and are given the death sentence. But you're given one way out due to a factor I'll talk about in a moment. There is an experimental drug just called, like, it's something generic, like Happy Days. I don't remember specifically. There's an experimental drug that is specifically designed to help psychopaths, or people who can't feel empathy, sympathy, guilt, those kind of things. It helps them reform. It helps them gain those emotions by helping out the brain a little bit. And so you are given the choice. Do you take the drug, and if it's successful, you are released of all your crimes, and you're allowed to go on living. Or you get the chair. Your character takes the deal, and the game begins. And the reason you're given the deal is because you are a 12-year-old child. And you murdered your mother and father, and then turned yourself in. And I thought that was the most fucking interesting goddamn thing ever. I'm like, holy shit, that sounds so cool. What is this game? And what the fuck? Indeed, you are a small kid. You have murdered like 8 or 9 people. All different people, culminating with you murdering both of your parents and then turning yourself into the police just so you don't have to deal with it.
An utter victory.
That game is super fucking cool. And I remember people, just another little hint towards it, I remember specifically people asking, like, hey, what's up with Tsubasa? How old is he? And then when someone specifically asked how old he is, and I said deceased, they got confused. Does that add any inclination for who Tsubasa is? Or do I need to give more information? Where the fuck am I going? I'm honestly going to equip the white map. We're not just talking about obscure games. It's not. This isn't a challenge. This isn't like a. This isn't like a competition. What did the drug do for again? What did the drug do? It is supposed to help people who are psychopaths or people who can't feel empathy, sympathy, guilt, those kind of emotions. It reforms them, and that's why you're given the deal. You can either take the deal and test out this completely experimental drug. Not specifically just those 3 emotions, but anything of the sort. Like, you know, things that make you feel emotions that humans are supposed to be feeling along the way. And it makes you feel them. And if it works, and you can start feeling emotions again, they let you go. So you have to take that deal. And that's where the game begins. And the entirety of the game is effectively... It deeply explores the human condition and the psyche, because obviously it does. That's the point. It's really fucking cool. That dude, the man named Segawa, has made other games too. And, oh! Damn. Anyway, I'm gonna just go fucking look around for this right now to see where the hell I missed this. Okay. Preferably, I'd like to go back to the entrance so I can just follow the damn guide to tell me where the hell I'm going. It was in the room with the black moonstone! Damn! There is a 4th exit there. There are 2 dud exits. Okay, there's 1 dud exit, one that leads you forward, one that leads you backward, and there's a 4th one I just didn't find in like the 5 times I've been in the room. See my enemies, Lambda Burst. Ugh.
Is it over already?
Here, let me, So, can I specifically ask, are you guys at least interested in what the hell? Andrew, I just got another fucking Moonberry. If I wanted to farm here, I would be able to get all of my characters maxed out. God fucking damn, son. We can't afford... Okay. Do we want to give Fina her next one, or do we want to save up for Enrique or Aika? Fina's next one is, Cupil summons a storm to damage all enemies and remove any beneficial effects from all enemies. Here, let me actually do something real fast. You guys said Fina. Yeah, fucking A. It's really hard to find information about the game. You have to, like, type end roll game. There's also the official like trailer for the game, which is the short version, which is just these 4 sentences. A boy named Russell is made to take part in an experiment. His room contains nothing but a bed, a pre-recorded video, and a syringe. It seems now he has no other choice. A boy named Russell moves into a new town to lead a happy new life. Those are the 4 sentences that fucking... Did I actually get the thing? Did I wasn't paying attention. I did not. Lunar Winds. I believe Cleansing and Winds are okay. They're not great, but they're not bad. I think Cleanse is the, Lunar Winds, because it can't... That's one of the... that is the only way in the game to debuff other than using Drill, and most enemies are immune to Drill. I remember Fina having 2 stupidly good skills. Maybe 3, I don't remember what her last one is. I remember her using Regen, Cleanse, like the debuff, and something else. Actually, now that we have access to them, let's see them. Lunar Winds, the one that does damage to all enemies, is another one I could actually use for AoE. Also, wow, does that sword look weird. It's Ducat's sword, though. Yeah, I think I used her last one as well. That's not wind at all. That's super cool, though. Pupil is a large lad. Yeah, Lolifant, Fina's a support. And you say, oh man, Fina's boring. Fina is actually like the best party member for random-ass specials because the rest of them are either they have only one that's good or fucking... they just do damage. Like Vice, what? Like let's look through these. Fina at least has really good utility. This does damage. This is useless. This does damage to everything. This is useless, and this does damage. What the fuck is Skies of oh, favorite part of Skies of Arcadia Legends? Getting the Delphinus. Once you start getting access to being able to recruit all your party members, that game opens up so much, and it's super exciting to be able to go back to the entire game and recruit named characters and people you've met throughout your adventure. Ica has Alpha Storm, which is only useful early game, Delta Shield, which is the most broken move in the game, Lambda Burst, which is just AoE bait, same with Alpha Storm, and Epsilon Mirror is only used to refill MP. So Lambda Burst and Delta Shield, with Epsilon Mirror and Alpha Storm being flex picks. She has a really strong loadout this far. Fina has Regeneration, which is unbelievably good early game and is still decent up till the very end of the game. Lunar Glyph, which is fucking worthless, probably. Unless you really want to stone an enemy, which I don't. Lunar Cleansing, which is a mass cleanse. It's the only one of these in the game, I think, which is relevant. And this is the only way to debuff in the game. These are all amazing except for Glyph. She probably has the... Other than the fact that Delta Shield is too good, I'd say she has the best loadout. And then he has Royal Blade, which just does damage, and Justice Shield, which makes every single one of your party members defend, and is also stupidly good. Also, I've gotten over it now. I've acclimated to this area. Oh, fucking A, look at this. There are 2 of them. Am I moving? I thought I was getting sucked for a second. Tell me you guys do not... Tell me there is definitely one more than last time. Look at this. There has to be one more than last time. This screams. This is too easy to see. There is no way I missed this. I feel like I'm going crazy at this point. Anyway, let me see which one specifically to go to because I don't want to backtrack. Go to the one furthest to the right. Okay. That's bullshit, Weevil. Fuck you. This is the only one we haven't done. That's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Lolifant. Okay, you know what? You probably were right, Lolifant. I had a problem. I still don't like this area, but now that we're talking about stuff I've been passionate about and we've been here for a while. I'm still not a fan. I still do get the heebie-jeebies, but I'm not like, oh man, the bowels are getting a little too loose for my liking. Enemies land the burst.
I hope that I'm being useful.
Also, the game is the tagline of it's the Regretful Adventure RPG. End roll. It's neat. Another fucking moonberry. There it is. Fucking A, man. What the fuck? I feel bad. Like, oh man, this is intentional. He's just an idiot. No, you seem to realize I'm actually an idiot. I don't like this area. Oh, not one bit. Oh, Jesus. I think it is this one directly ahead of us because you can see it actually has different colored lights. These are orange instead of yellow. Yep. This dude's still alive. Are you all right? So, this only works if you have Polly as your active crew member. If you have her in reserves, she will not be here. Imagine finding, because like already there's a 1 in 4 chance of even finding this bastard. And then you saw how difficult it was for me to find the fucker. Imagine finding him and you didn't have Polly in your active crew. You would have no reason to come back here. Because I never have found him. I had to look up that this area existed. Twice now, in fact. I couldn't find him here the other time either. This dude's a dickhead to find. He's typically the last person I ever find. His name is Robinson, and it's her husband. She actually joined us to go look for her husband. And surprise, surprise. And his amnesia's fixed. Alright, there you go. Yeah, problem solved. Alright. Glad that's all wrapped up. By the way, I think he just looks like this for any time you summon him. He just wears this shit all the damn time. He's also like an ape man, seemingly, with how he's hunched over. Convenient amnesia, I know, right? Why even give him amnesia? Also, the fact that he won't join your crew if for no other reason than to get out of here. If he still has amnesia, like, even if he had amnesia, wouldn't he think, hey, can you guys take me out of here? Can I leave? Like, look at this place he's living in. He's surviving off scraps at best. And yeah, he was a sailor, and there you go. And now he's actually, like, a sailor. He's a sailor scout. And he's now here instead of Marco. Remember Marco? So you guys will decide. Who do we want? Marco, using the crew command, will double all spirit points for 1 turn. Or Robinson, using the crew command, will reduce the spirit point cost of actions for a turn. Yeah, I don't have any emotes, Unfortunately, unlike Ninja, I don't have Cashola to be shilling, and I've said multiple times, I have no idea what I would use as an emote. Because Ninja does not like me using Tabasa. Ugh. It's not even that I have I do really like Tabasa as a character. He's a pretty cool guy, but he's kind of basic. I just really like his design. I like heavy-ass coats. I like the green is nice. So who do we want to use? Lolfan, you want to chime in here? Highlighted message. Joke's on you. I don't have OBS open right now, and I'm using the Streamlabs chatbot, and that does not support highlighted messages. So, anytime you guys highlight messages, I just don't see it. I just don't. You guys want Robinson. You guys didn't like Marco? He's a cool guy. Also, he got married and pal. We're actually still missing 3 slots. We still need another helmsman, gunner, merchant, cook, delegate. I know one of them, I believe, is engineer, I believe, because Hans is an engineer. That's what I would assume. That's a treasure chest. That's another fucking move. Fina is gonna go. He's gonna, like, max out. The OBS is open. I just don't have it, like, I'm not, like, looking at it. Yeah, he caught fish. Damn, that was a pain in the dick. Oh yeah, the drug for Enril actually is called Happy Dream. I still have the fucking TV tropes page over here. Is neat. I didn't actually know it had one till now. Kind of just skimming it while we do. Oh, also, another thing I didn't talk about. You know this, the temperamental drug that Russell has to be taking? It's never worked before. Every single person they've given this drug to help, like, work it for people has either not worked or they've died. Isn't that very fucking assuring? Yeah, great. Thanks, dickheads. There we go. Okay, guess what? Who wants their fucking moonberry? We need 4 for everyone. I still need 2 more. We have seriously gotten like 6 moonberries in this one stream. If I needed a backup title, I would just call this one Moonberries. Yeah, this game is consistent with the very weird amounts of gold. I mean, logically, it actually makes sense. If you're finding a treasure chest, they would most likely just dump money into a box rather than, like, count it out, because who cares? But it's super weird. You know? Okay, you're a pirate in the Middle Age centuries, except you also can fly. You need to put your money in a box. Do you count it out and use multiple boxes, or just dump it all in one box? Answer, all in one box. Even if it's like, oh man, I'm gonna put buried treasure, or I'm gonna hide this somewhere. Do you count it out, or do you just put all your money in there? The logistics check out.
That was fun.
Yeah. I am a professional pilot. I know exactly what I'm doing. Do not question me or my methods. Fuck. God, I'm so glad I have the white map equipped. That was another thing you missed, Love. We got a white map which lowers the encounter rate. Not much, but it does, and it's the only thing in the game that does it, I think. God. You can see how much of a pain in the ass this would be. Hey, thank you, says who? Says, it's all the same. It's all the same. I'll cut that joke. Or you guys could laugh at it. I don't know. It's up to you. And it's not even necessarily that I can't afford emotes. It's that I don't know what I would have as an emote. Like, that's the problem, is I don't have a consistent character, and the fact that, Frankly, yeah, I'm not really allowed. I just specifically looked at, yeah, I'm not allowed to really use Tabasa, which sucks. Because I just looked at the TL note, and yeah, you're not allowed to do that. It fucking sucks. So I would either need to make an original character, which I don't know. I've never been a fan of that. I just always think it looks like butt. Having your own, like, fucking, like, oh, it's me, but it's not, you know? I don't know. I've never been a fan of making, oh, this is my fucking OC. This is my DeviantArt page, and he's a furry, and he's also Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm good, thanks. But the only other one was, I could think of would be like, oh, hey, I'll just have generic emotes. Because that's what I wanted to do. Where I would have, like, an emote, but I don't play, like, a consistent game, so I can't have emotes, like, related to one game. Which sucks. Dick. It sucks massive bick. So I don't know. I don't know what the fuck to do with emotes. Lollifant, what would you like to see as an emote? You weren't here for the last big conversation while Weevil was. Same with Ninja. What would you like to see as an emote? Fina is nearly dead, and she can deal with it. Because I don't need to care. Because fuck them. I don't give no hoots about nothing. Don't give no hoot nanny. Drop another moonberry. I need more. I mean, if you like, you do normally get more than enough moonberries by default, but it's just weird to be getting this many this early on. It's like, if you like, I remember getting a random moonberry drop right at the beginning of the game, like just after Shrine Island. Remember that? Yeah, damn. Oh, my stupid face with a stupid thumbs up. No. Actually, the only one that I'm 100% certain about is Weevil being an absolute genius, because my emote, without even knowing what my emote code would be, which for my stream is BioYo, is like BioYos, or so it's just without the HI at the end of it. He was gonna have my hello emote be BioYosh hi. So it's just BioYoshi with the H and the I capitalized. And I thought that was so fucking clever. He didn't even know if that's what it was called. Because if it was like BioYo, I would be like, oh, I would just add the S. I would manually add that. Because that's so fucking clever. So damn good. Now, Ninja only has emotes of his own, like, original character, which is that white-haired bastard with the blue scarf. Fuck that guy. He's a dickhead. He's a bickhead. If I had to have a fucking fan character, it would probably just look like Tabasa. Because, frankly, I at least have a passing resemblance to shit like that. I wear a big fuck-off-ass green coat. Like, I mean, not quite, like, knee length that he has it, but you know, that's just, I like it. It looks like what I wear, and I like it, and it makes me happy. The only other character I just like, I've used a couple like avatars throughout my time. The only one I remember I still used for a long ass time was Zachary from Off. In fact, I liked it so much I still have it as my avatar on Steam. It's the only one that's not Tabasa. But I use Tabasa for fucking everything now, so it's like, god damn it. Son of a bitch. Surprise, dickhead! Now we get to have fun with the game. This thing's not too spooky, though. I don't know, but it's probably its home, and it doesn't look like it's gonna let us leave without a fight. Surprise, dickhead. Oh, my ship needs to not be being murdered right now. Woo! Great. Man, Robinson's effect is not as good as Marco's. How do we want to do this? Do I just not... Doesn't, like, Icarism should have, like, oh, it's a full heal. Cannot be used my ass, you stupid bitch. Sacralin, that's right. It's a full heal, but that's a bit too much. I don't really need that heavy of a go, so... Oh, it just defended. Nice. Oh, so yeah, this is the exit to the dungeon, by the way. It's weird that this was a ship dungeon. You never think about that now, do you? Oh, I never realized. I never actually used my ship goodies from the Gregorio. This entire episode will be ship battles. I normally only stream for like 2 or when's. No, we're not doing that. Says we stream every Friday and Sunday. I don't know when he streams. I don't really go to his streams. It's because I just don't really watch streams. I just never do it. I've never been the biggest fan. Let's pull back a little. Fuck you guys. See what it's capable of. I was trying to get it out. Like, get out of the fucking hole in the wall, you dickhead. Aw. No, I fucked up. Alright, god damn it. Shut up, biker. Get far away, he says. Get closer, he says. Hey, I wanted it to leave the hole, was my thought process. Eat my ass. Oh, wow, look at that next turn. Damn. Might as well get this. Wait, no. He has the best attack stat. He gets to do it. Oh, nice. Eat my ass, he says. You're goddamn right. That's not poison. That is a big, spiky electricity ball of death and sadness. Don't lie to me, game. Do not. For I shall see through the attempts at obfuscation, and I shall be rightfully chuffed. And... ha ha! It's toxicity from the new Pokemon generation. The Blamzos. I don't even know how torpedoes are gonna work against this damn thing. To be entirely honest, how would a torpedo hit this? I mean, it would have to like come down at an angle. Blam. Fuck you. You fishy bitch. I need to buff. That's right. Buffs are in this game. Shit. Again, I forgot that. Oh, that's concerning. No, that's not nice at all. I did nothing though. I'm not even buffed. I forget about fucking Incrim. It's possible to hit him. He's hiding there. How can you expect to hit him if you can't see him? Oh, maybe I should have like done more damage or something. Oops. My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't account for that aspect of this equation. Dickhead. Fuck that guy, huh? Ain't he an asshole? Time to get nice and buff, boy. What do you mean point thing works? Oh yeah, no, obviously the highlight message. Oh yeah, well it's because I don't have any fucking emotes. Alright. Yeah, torpedo doesn't jack shit for dick, I was right. Oh, it's in the hole! I can't hit it right now! It's like hiding. It has seceded from being here. Get the fuck out. You're supposed to be available for damage on the... There you go. He was supposed to be ready for... Oh, now he's guarding? I thought you were supposed to be able to take damage on this turn. Like, this is one of the turns he's weak to. Huh? You lying to me? Boy? No, he didn't actually lie to me. That's for next turn. Those torpedoes aren't gonna do shit. Then he's back in the fucking hole! Get out of the hole! Get out of the hole. There you go. Now that's the damage we like to see. only this boss wasn't defensive. Waiting orders, tell us what to do, stay put and keep shooting. I'd do the damage, but fuck it. Yeah, I don't give a shit. I want to do the Moonstone Cannon. Heal him up, baby. Ooh. What do you mean, says, what are you going on about, man? Why are you saying sorry? You're kind of rambling a lot, ain't you? Ain't no reason for none of it. There we go. Nice. Get out of the hole, you fat fish fuck freak of nature. Bio is a Dumbo, a big Dumbo, yes. Why am I a Dumbo? What have I done to be Dumbo? Waiting orders, what is to do? Keep shooting it. I don't care. I want it to die. Its life is not worth consistently being alive. Just fuck off. You big, fishy freak fuck. There's a whole lot of question marks. Again, semblance of comprehension that I have to what you're saying says not coming through. Sorry to say there, Buckaroo. Also, get ass blasted. Oh, you leaving? Alright, see you later, says.
Moonstone Cannon, fire!
Or again, are you being a confusing boy? Because I don't know. Oh, it is going nuts. It did not like that. Are you gonna leave the hole? I know it can. I know it can leave the hole, but it seems to just want to be face tanking everything. It's literally just sitting still, allowing me to just line up plonk after plonk a shot. Yeah, that is 100% not necessary. That is exceptionally unneeded. That is a lot of emotes. Thank you for dropping by, though. I do appreciate it. I feel that, to be fair, for the most part, that goes without saying. It's like I appreciate Lollifant and fucking Weevil over here. I don't have to tell them as much. Like, Lollifant knows that he's a bitch and should be here, but he's not because he's too busy being a gamer. He's gaming. Well, at least, actually, no, there's actually one good benefit of Lollifant being a gamer is when I eventually play that bastard, he'll at least have the deets and can tell me when I'm a big, stupid fucking bitch. Like, live on stream, instead of needing to tell me post-mortem. Yeah, he left his fuck-off hole. Time to kick his ass. I'm really hoping that this is going to be lethal. Ho ho! Oh, I kinda cocked this one up now, didn't I? Ah, shit, what do these do? Nope. Nope, I guess. Okay. Just unload on the kid. Torpedoes are... But you know what? I never use magic ever in these fights. Let's try it out. What do you guys think he'd be weak to? Fire, ice, wind, or electricity? What does he seem particularly weak to? Which seems like a good option. Any of them matter. Any of them can be done. Just know that I only have level 2 wind and level 2 fire. Electric. Alright, we're doing that. Blam. You see that once you get the Delphinus, once you get the Delphinus, you can see ship battles become really, really easy just because you are so bulky, you just stop taking damage. You have a stupid amount of HP, you have a lot of defense, you actually have options for how to, like, kill things, and the Moonstone Cannon does way more damage than the Harpoon Cannon. Don't you bite me. Don't make me call you a fishy fuck freak face again. Oh, Sis actually did leave, huh? Harpoon Cannon was classier, but it got Drachma killed because, you know, he couldn't leave the ship. Like, he couldn't unhook it to, like, fly away. There it goes. Bye-bye, long boy. Yay. Oh, that's just worse. Nice, thanks. I appreciate that one. Ooh. It has lower accuracy, but it does do more damage. You know what? I'll have one of both. This one does more damage, and it can go further. Hey, nice. That can actually give me more strategic options. And yeah, you can see the Moonstone does 800 base attack and has infinite accuracy. Like, you can see just how stupidly good the torpedoes are. Like, they're, like, my main cannon does just less damage than my torpedo. Luckily, I have the dude that makes my main cannon do more damage, but you know what I'm saying? It gets weird. It's a weird boy. Also, you're saying, like, hey, why do you take so little damage? It's entirely because I have 3 of these things that all they do is spike your defense. 70 defense, 55 defense, 40 defense. And now you may think, like, oh man, you can equip, like, you know, this one to up your magic defense, or you can up this one to, like, up your dodge chance. Nope. Why run the risk of attempting to dodge when you can take the damage and not have to care? So much Jintany. Hey! Rude! You don't like Skies of Arcadia? You don't like the spook area? You got a problem? You got a problem with me taking up with this dick? Got him. Alright, see you later, Jin. You're already heading out. I see how it is. Uh-huh, yeah. Alright. Alright, bye, Jin. Oh, fucking finally. There we go. Ain't that nice and pretty? We made it through the Dark Rift. As much as I want to go back and say, hey, Dawn, I did it. No, we gotta wait on that. Hey, Jin, are you still here? I got a question to ask. It's important. I'm skimming the... Well, it's seriously just going to be, like, ship battles. Oh, God, we have another one coming up. Jesus Christ. This episode is just fucking ship battles. Oh, I have a Captain Stripe, too. Oh, that's gonna be a fun fight. Oh, great. Okay, no, there is an actual hand-to-hand. You know, well, that'll be the end off for today. After we get discoveries 37 through 45 and to 77. Yeah, you get a lot of discoveries because guess what? This is an entire swath of the world that we now have access to. Jin, I see you in the viewer list. Don't just, like, remain silent for me to assume that you're not here. Or is it a prank and you actually did leave and the thing is just bad and it just hasn't told me that you have left? I would see that. I would see that coming. I'm too smart for that. I'm a smart cookie. Except for when I'm not, but we don't talk about that part. All right, boys. Here we are. Welcome. Where is it? You should be able to see it like rise over the distance. Oh. Well, that's a little disappointing. To the blue moon! Yeah! Woo! We have now seen every single moon in the game. Let me save again. Every single moon in the game has been seen by now. I'm surprised at just how little fanfare one of them in particular got, which was silver, because you start under silver. You'd think silver would be important because it's where Fina's from, it's the big fancy element of the game. Nah, you just start under silver. It's the tutorial moon. Here's your question. So where do you guys think each crystal is going to be? Because we already know where the yellow one is, actually. It's underneath the Maw of Tartarus, the place where fucking Drachma got murked. Purple, who fucking knows? Blue, I mean, we can kind of guess, considering the fact it's Japan. But where would silver be? Silver and purple are the ones we definitively don't know yet. We can kind of guess that, hey, guess what? Blue is going to be in the civilization of this place. But purple and silver don't have a large community. Dad has silver, he's just not giving it to us. Battle stage. Surprise! We're getting attacked again. More ships. And the big punk of this one is that these like your primitive ship, my vessels can fly at high altitudes. So the whole gimmick with this fight is actually slightly different than other ones. This one is they have ungodly high evasion. Doesn't that sound like fun? Does that not sound like a blast and a half? Yeah, they have a shitload of evasion. That's their shtick. That's why we're going to focus only on the sea turns, because these boys, unlike every other, it's also a spell ship, so they're going to be doing magic damage. This ship is, remember, this entire civilization, even more so than the green, has been cut off from everywhere else. Everywhere else. So everything they're doing is completely unique to them. So where other places are very tanky, these ones are really fast and evasive, and they use magic, not even their main cannons as much. Roku Torpedo! Oh. Also, you can see the Great Wall of China like floating around behind us. Great Wall, yeah, this is more Chinese than Japanese, actually. Apologies, I didn't remember which fucking bullshit it was. Oh, okay, wow, this is the actual boss of the chapter, because damn. Some ships can climb great altitudes, or cannons cannot reach them. It's really hard to see. Do you know what, Weevil, let me give you a shot in the dark. Where do you think, when they say high altitudes, what do you think they mean? Because the ship battle does not properly show off. Like, because we're floating at the same altitude. Like, we are parallel with one another. But their whole gimmick is they're meant to be going up and down. They're really, like, bobbing and weaving. You know what I'm saying? They go up and then they go down. You fat bastard. When did I heal? I could have swore I healed. When is that? When does the healing part of my turn come up? Hello? I thought I healed at the beginning. Did I just not heal very much? I must not have healed very much. Oh, shit. Shiz. This dude does a shitload of damage. I have very, very bad... Yeah, that's the whole gimmick with this. They're supposed to be going above the northern, like the upper sky barrier. They have ships that can go up there. And I guess... also below there. That's why the big old key for this fight is torpedoes, because guess where torpedoes can go? Up! Like a lot. Someone's knocking on the door. Give me just a second. I got to do this turn, and then I shall deal with them, so I shall be gone while we talk. Be right back!
That took a while. That was a bit more than a conversation. Like, oh, let me just jot to the door real fast. I fully went away. Like, away. Also, no, I have not buffed during this combat because I didn't think I would need to, frankly. Because I thought this would be like it's a jobber. Let me just gun him down. Nope. Oops. But, you know, at least there was a good reason for me not being here. It's food! Specifically, it's pizza. I haven't had one of these in a while. Well, yeah, where's pizza? Because it's dirt cheap. Once we're done with this ship battle, I'll call it for today. I really don't want to be just eating on stream. I mean, I do it occasionally because I find it funny, but I can understand how people would not find it funny, so once I'm done with the slice, I'll tell the pizza to fuck off. That it is. Like, Sacri and Sacrez just kind of aren't worth it anymore. Just not enough value for what you're getting, you know? They're really not paying these damned bills. Oh, no, Cannon's worthless. They're really not paying the bills anymore. Man, I gotta say, optimal time for pizza, middle of a stream. No, alright, fuck off, pizza. I'll heal you in a second, dickhead. Welcome to a professional streamer. Just chowing down in the middle of... Okay, well, to be fair, it's not like what's going on screen is exactly interesting right now. Who gives a shit about the 13th ship battle for this one episode? Fuck you. There we go. We chew. We're done. And then once these, ship battles... Okay, I guess not. Oh. We're really not done. This actually, no, that was the 5th ship battle. We had everything from the Gregor's fleet, the Dark Rift Boy, and now these two dickheads. It's a flagship. Now that's actually 2 boats that are Siamesed together. Surprise, they're boarding us. It's not even a ship battle. You've been rused. You've been bamboozled. You didn't. Oh, I get to like play the game. Isn't that exciting? Seeing like actual content coming out of your favorite streamer. Oh, and I guess I'm also playing the game. Because if I'm anyone's favorite streamer other than myself, that is a sin, and you need to get that shit checked out because, wow, that's objectively wrong. I don't know where the hell the deck is. I would assume it's like right over here, maybe? Can you, or is this like the... Is this the lookout tower? It's gonna be the lookout tower. No way it's not. Logically, it would be on a downward staircase. Because, the deck of the top or whatever, the ship is where we're standing and the deck is not at the top. Why do you keep going up, Vice? I did not consent to stairs. Alright, now show me on the doll where the stairs touched you. I'm sorry, stairs, I do not consent. There you go.
Hello, how did you get up there? Jow and Mao. Racism. Collect 1,000 swords. Why? We'll just go to the store. Surrender and give us your weapons. Or die, and we take your weapons. Or I could kill you with my hands. What do we do? Do we just give them our shit, or do we, like, murder the hell out of these guys? Yeah. How about we, kick your ass and toss you overboard? Yeah, this is the boss fight for the stream, actually. Surprise, surprise. Let me just... Oh, no, that's right. I was gonna do discoveries. Oh, fuck it. We'll do the discoveries next time. I gotta eat. I don't want no pizza getting no colder, you know what I'm saying? You picking up... I could just use glyphs of might. Ah. So, oh, no, wrong. God, items are stupid in this game. I've effectively gone full ham and have stopped giving any semblance of a shit. So, I'm just kind of doing it. I'm just kind of doing the better options of time to abuse items because, wow, they're so good. I should have actually had Vice focus. He has a better focus than Fina. And both of them can use items, so... Welcome to items. Stupid even if you don't abuse Delta Shield. Should have given this to Fina. I don't want her to get murked. Aika and Fina now both know Rise of Lem, so it's way better off than we were before. On! Tagged!
It is time for you to die.
Rude. Something about that screams instant death. I don't have anything to, like, substantiate such a theory, but, look me in the eyes and tell me that did not scream instant death to you. Frankly, I don't really think I need a hardline glyph of might on everybody, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna put it on Fina and Vice, and just so he can slap. And now we get the regen, because, I mean, it's still good.
Give us your blessing.
I'm both glad and unglad. Upset again. I was trying to come up with another term, but my brain was... I'm a little fried right now. Quite nonplussed about the fact that it does and does not scale. Or it just does not scale. Like I said, I'm fucking fried, dude. I am not here. I am not... Oh my god, his fall asleep sword. I forgot it does that. I'm unglad. Oh man, I am out of it right now. I am gone. I am both glad and upset that the regeneration doesn't scale because it makes it stupidly good early game, like bananas good. But I'm starting to see that, you know, it's just not holding up the further on we get into the game. And I do know late game, it's nearly like I stopped using it by the end of the game. Like, I would use it if I really, really had a good chance to, but, you know. Then again, I also made other bad decisions. Like, I never once used Delta Shield or Justice Shield. These moves are stupid. Stupid good. Wow, okay, wow, these dudes suck. I did not need to use 2 Glyphs of Might. Glyph of Might and Glyph of Speed. How I could have just used an Ingram. These dudes suck. I'm kind of using my wanted boss battle and, like, optional boss strategy when... This is a story boss. These dudes suck. Like, yeah, no, they do nothing. Even especially with regen, what would they even do? Like, look me in the eyes and tell me these dudes are at all a threat to anyone? No, is the answer to that question. Dude, I brought a gun to like a boxing sparring match. Like, it would probably be difficult in its own right, but I'm a little too prepared for this.
It's like my son, little Timmy's getting bullied, so I went over to the bully's house and started kicking it until it stopped. It's like, it's a little too heavy for this problem. I went for the nuclear option in more, like, concrete terms. Bye-bye! Well, that was exceptionally enthralling. I'm gonna pull in a piece of pizza, you can't stop me. Anyone who says, hey, don't eat pizza on stream, hasn't had pizza on stream. That's the best time for pizza. Look at Zhao, the dude who's talking right now, the dude on the right. You notice his head doesn't move at all. His hair does. His neck does. His head. It unbelievably slightly moves, actually. It's like pixels of moving. Bye. Imagine if they slipped and just fell to their death. Yep, Blue Moonstone powered engine has the power of wind. Well, it would make logical sense. They can fly better than us. Now, give me a sec. Hold on. I think it would have been a cooler idea if each, like, barrier to progression when it comes to ship navigation abilities would be locked behind each, like, moon and region of the game. Like, because right now it was Valua who gave us access to past the Stone Reef. It was Valua who gave us access past the Air Reef. It was... what else? It was Valua who gave us access past the South Ocean. And it's Yafutoma who's going to, inevitably, let us fly above and below the clouds. Like... It'd be more interesting if, like, let's say it was a Nasir. If it was a Nasirian thing, like, the merchant paid us in the ability to get to Maramba. Because we need to go through Stone Reefs. He could have helped us out with that. Or Dad could have. Or, like, someone at Sailor's Island. That way it would be a Silver Moon thing. Then we'd have, obviously, the Delphinus. That helps you get through air rifts. That'd be the Yellow Moon thing. Red Moon, because if it's going to be Silver Moon for Stone Reefs, then you could go back to Maramba or whatever, and they'd be like, hey, here's how to get through the Southern Ocean. It would make the plot more backtracky, but I think it would have been more neat, I guess. Really, it's just a minor idea. Either way, I'm dying on the... got a little bit of phlegm going on. Anyway, I hope you all have enjoyed. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and... peace. Gotta have the extra snaps, because I forget sometimes. Thank you for...